Well, evening, everybody, morning, afternoon, whatever it may be in your section of the world. I am back from my vacation. It was a long 4 days, 33 hours of driving, one breakdown, lost my alternator. At least I didn't do a stroll or anything, but it was still a little dicey there for a little bit. Has the mechanic shop that I'd never been to, never even seen. It was closing in an hour, but they worked me in and got me back on the road. So let's see. Updates. That was a big update. Thank goodness I'm back home. I can do YouTube. I can race without any interruptions, but it was nice to see family I haven't seen in several years. So there's that. And let's go ahead and open this crate, and I'll kind of show you where I'm at. Kind of ahead where I want to be, but maybe kind of where I need to be, kind of thing. So um, it's a mix. This is still what I consider the silly season, as everybody's trying to find their position. There's three different groups I see where um, we're going, and you got the fast burners that have been in Series 12 for weeks now, and then you have those that are just kind of all over the place, trying to find a home, and then you have several of us that are just taking our time, moving up slowly. Um, so this is what I'm currently using. I'm in Series 9. Uh, I'm 700 flags away from Series 10, and probably where I need to be. I really don't want to move up any closer to Series 10. I'm going to have to, just because I'm doing sprints and stuff, but this is kind of where I'm at. Tons of upgrades available, but as you can see, I've been spending quite a bit trying to get closer to that asset trading. Um, we're getting there. And then this is the car set, the components, and kind of the same spot. So unlike the last few seasons, the components and drivers I'm upgrading kind of at the same level, that 789 area. And, but when you have this type of cost for a common, and this type of cost for the rares, well, it takes a while. So I had raced, um, not contenders. What am I thinking of? I'm still recovering from the trip. Um, yeah, I went completely blank, y'all. Challenger. I've been racing Challenger for a couple weekends, and just not where I need to be, I don't think. So I'm going back down to junior, and I think it'll be good for me. Just kind of hang tight. I do have those components. I'll show you my setup here. And interestingly enough, we have all cornering tracks for qualifications. Uh, so Suzuka, Austin, Monaco, and Montreal. One rain track would be Monaco. So it's like Monaco and rain. Awesome. So just kind of let you know what I'm going to be using is, let me get back over here and back over there. So for my cornering setup, I'll be using these two drivers, and my components. As of right now, I'm going to start out with this. These will be boosted for the GP event. So I should be all right. I might change based on what other players are doing. Um, but fortunately and unfortunately, it's one setup, cornering. So for Suzuka, it's going to be a defending cornering track. And I'm going to try to do two soft, three medium. Um, I think my drivers will probably be able to do that. And then use Prince or Jin for the um, boosts. And then Austin, 6 laps. It's tire management and cornering. And I'm going to try either three medium, or three soft. Um, and I think I have enough Nazar, but I may have to use something different. I don't think I have enough self control or downforce to last a weekend, especially since I'll be using those um, for these sprints coming up. So I'm going to have to kind of um, research a little bit more. And then Monaco, like it says in the rain, 7 laps, not 6 laps anymore. Um, I'm going to be doing either three wet, one wet, or maybe a two, three, something like that. And be using Prince, Gin, or Reindeer. And then for Montreal, it's an 8 lap overtaking cornering. And I'm going to try the two soft, three medium. That probably will change slightly. It may be like a three soft, and two medium or something. Um, and I'm using Glitz and Cuppa. So let's just see real quick while I'm thinking about it if I have any Nazar. I know I have a few. Where would those be at? Way down here at the bottom because I never use it. So Zar would be another option, but as you can see, I don't have a whole lot. The Zar, I do have some. So I probably will use that because I'm trying to use all the free boosts on sprints. So um, do have two entry slots, empty slots. And I did some sprints earlier and got a P1 crate and a P2 crate. Wasn't too bad at all. Um, so let's go ahead and make sure we're on the right setup. This is what I'm using for Series 9. And these are my drivers. So I just upgraded him this morning to level 4. And I upgraded one of those. Vortex, I got a few more, but still way from those. And let me see. Ah, let's see. Sorry about that. I was just making sure there wasn't anything I needed to respond to pretty quick. All right. So, like I said, this is my setup. I'm probably going to jinx myself, knock on wood, but it's been doing pretty well for me. Um, so, let's just try to see what we can do here. Like I said, I'm in Series 9. I got 700 flags left to get to Series 10. The biggest problem I'm seeing right now, like I said, there's 3 main groups of players right now, in my opinion. It's the lost ones that are all over the place and have a Series 5 or 4 setup, but they're using Series 12 and 11 drivers. It's annoying. It is a strategy, but it annoys me because it just doesn't make it fun for me. And then you have the ones that are way up in series 12 or 11 completely, and they drop down to 8, 9, and 10 to go race. And, that's a little odd. But, I can see if they're in 12 to race 11, 11 to 10, but dropping to 7, 8, 9, that's a little ridiculous. And then you have our group where we're just kind of kicking back and just moving up slowly. I'm moving, like I said, a little faster than I wanted to, but I'm trying to kind of figure out this whole how do I do the sprints, how do I do objectives, and not move up so quick. And I know I can fall back somehow and do that, but I just there's stuff outside of F1 glass that's kind of has my brain cells focused on other things. So, with all that said, let's get started. Nice matchmaking and Monaco. Got some split qualifying going on here. And let's see, let's do 3 and 4. And oof, self control, unbalanced. I think I got a couple other free boosts kind of down the list there that I can use. Kind of looks like it might be a real player. It is. And I knew that because of the delay and getting the race started. It's a little quiet here. Still a little quiet, but that's all right. All right. So our Beerman is being a little slow, but he's on mediums. The others are on soft, so hopefully he'll be able to outlast those folks there. And we'll go ahead and try to get P3 here. Can't quite do it. Beerman is still stuck in P20. Can we get to 19? This one spot. We can. So we're moving on along here. We'll see if we can get P2 out of this here. We cannot. At least not yet. Okay, we moved up to 18th with Bierman. Got a little power unit left, so we'll try to build that up a little bit more. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put Borletto on mediums. And this should help Bierman get around the group. Maybe, possibly, hopefully. And we're just going to let him go on by. Okay, he made up quite a few spots. Of course, he's going to have to. I'm going to put him on mediums. I really want to put him on softs, but I'm afraid he's going to run out. Where at Monaco, depending on where you run out of tires, you're still all right. But with this particular rival, I'm not going to have a whole lot of excess power unit of tires is going to be, working pretty hard the whole way. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Not yet. Okay, so we got Bierman kind of in the bunch now. See if we can get Bortoletto and or however you say his name. We got him in P3 where I was trying to get him into. Let's see. Bierman is on a little bit fresher tires, so he should be able to pick up a place or two. We'll see. The rival is using some premium boosts, but we're into P1, so that helps there. And then if we can just get caught up to the rival, we could maybe make P12, like to be in P11. There's P12. We're not going to get huge points for the sprints, but I'm really wanting to get a win out of this because I need the cash and I need the crate. All right, so can we get 10 out of this? We can get 10. Can we get 9? Come on, P9. Nope, not yet. Let's see. Oh, we dropped back to 11th. Now we're at 10th. Can we get P9 again? That'd be really cool. Inside the top 10 would be good for points. We do have a little bit more tire than the rival, but he probably has, he doesn't really have any power unit left either. So try to get P9 out of this. We're not going to be able to, but we'll maintain the P10. 39 points. And we got an extra trophy there for the fastest lap. So that helps with the premium pass. All right, we're going to move right along. We're not waiting. Another pretty good match up there, matchmaking. And we're in the Netherlands. And we're stuck. I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, it was just slow. That was kind of weird. I did lose internet completely when I was doing my mission chief game there. That was a bummer. All right, let's do that and that. And we'll try to get some instinct going on there. As those of us who know about the boosts and everything, it's just trying to use the free boost for sprints and duels and premiums for opening round and final round in the GP. But we have a lot of people that use premium boost. Some, that's all they have. Others just don't know. And others just do it to do it, I guess. All right, we're going to go ahead and hold back on Bortoletto. God, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. See if we can get him up there and be competitive. He's on hards, so if we can catch up with the rival who's also on hards, that would be great. Nothing else when Norris, the rival Norris pits, probably be able to get around him. And for you newer folks, it still seems like um, if you're not using DRS, then passing on the corner still works well, especially if you have significant amount of cornering on your setup. All right, so there goes Norris, and we're by them, and yeah, we're gonna do mediums again with Bortoletto. As I say his name all wrong, really quiet. All right, and let's try mediums with him. We may have to pit one more time. We may not. I don't know. But hopefully we can get past. See, Norris is going to be an issue, but he's on hards as well. Everybody went on hards. That may be the best way to do it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But this is an example of them using, and I could be wrong. We'll look at the end if I remember. Um, Using that epic Norris. And they might even be using, oh, I can't remember the other one. We'll look. It's that Series 11 component. I think it's 11, could be 12. Valkyrie. That seems to be the routine. Epic Driver and Valkyrie. And when you race against them, it's pretty difficult. It's going to be tight for. Well, no, it's not. He's going to make it. He got plenty. Bierman, who knows yet? It's going to be awful close if he has enough tires. I'm not sure why he can't catch up to those on hards, but I'm going to guess because of that component and that driver. See, we got 15% and still have like half the track to go. So, but their Norris is in the same boat we are, so we might actually be able to catch up to them. So that'll be cool. And then again, maybe not, because we're all about the same. Let's see, can he do it? Oh, so close, but so far away. All right, let's see what he got. See, this 30-point thing is not working well for us. All right. Oh, no, he just has a higher level Norris Rare. Well, he made just a big liar out of me. Um, yeah, he had a good setup. And we got an extra trophy that one. So, all right, we'll go ahead and put this one in the queue. We're going to wait on these until um, overnight. All right, where are we out on flag? Six. Ooh, yeah, we got to do something. I can't be having 666. Still getting good matchmaking, so happy with that. And it's time to go dance in Suzuka. I'll probably do the sprints until I get whatever I get out of the sprint itself. Let's do that, and then probably call it good for the evening. I'm going to leave my downforce alone just in case I need it if I make opening round and finals. Let's just use some instinct. That seemed to work halfway all right. And I was thinking it's probably that boost they were using, because I think they were using premium boost, but I won't like dwell on it. I'm moving on to this one. Got perfect starts. Past the rival. We're going to back off. Keep going there. Rival's going to. Oh, we got a safety car already. And at least we're ahead of the rival. Not by much, but that's all that matters, that we're ahead of them. So we're going to go ahead and build up our power unit. This will help with extending our tire management. We're not going to have to pit. The only bad thing about a safety car during sprints is, of course, it's going to take longer to finish this race. And then the others that are doing the sprint race with us could possibly get ahead with the points. So everybody's getting lined up here. So it shouldn't be like sometimes when you have to do 2 laps around the safety car. It looks like we'll be able to go this next time round, or this time around. All right. Everybody's watered up, ready to go. We're going to get Bierman going first. There we go. And there we go. Rival Bortoletto is trying to get past us. And he got around Bierman. And we're going to go on hards. We're going to go on around with the rival. And go on mediums. They're going to have to pit. Oh, we're all pitting, it looks like, except for Leclerc. Oh, no, he may have to, too. No, that is Leclerc. Okay. I was confused for a minute. All systems normal. Bortoletto is going to pit the rival. We're coming in. Okay, it's working well. Try to get caught up to the rival there a little bit more. We got P4. With the Bortoletto, whatever. um, with him being on hards, at least he's in P1, so he's out in front of everybody. He just got to go. So he should be all right. All right, and we are coming up on final lap. We're going to push by those in the pits. Try to get P3 out of this. We don't quite get there. Looks like the rival's slowing down quite a bit. Maybe we can get a little closer. It'd be nice to get P3 out of this. But we're not going to. I don't think. No. But much better. Much better points. We didn't get fastest lap that time, but we still got some good points out of it. And we're at 119. Much better number. Let's go. And welcome everybody to the chat and to the stream. And if you have any questions at all, I'll try to help you out with whatever question you may have. And please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. It really helps out. I know you hear that for everybody that uses YouTube, but it's the truth. Got to have those likes and subscribes and comments work well. Plus, it makes it live stream a lot more fun with comments and questions and that kind of thing. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to leave those for the GPs. And wow, we're running out of that too. I don't use these a lot of times except for duels and sprints. So all right, and away we go. All right, we got them in P5. And so we're going to be working on getting Bierman up closer to the rival. There we go, P11. Wait until we get up here this curve or this corner, whatever we want to call it. And we're in P10 now. We can just kind of relax a little bit until we get to this corner here. Maybe we can get P9. Yep, we got P9, so not too far away. Rival's on soft, so he'll be pitting long before we do. We dropped back a little bit, but that's all right. Probably get him caught up right here. Well, make her a liar out of me. Okay, we'll try and get him here. Always pass in the corners. Unless you got DRS. And then don't do DRS in the corner. This doesn't work well. I'm not using DRS on this setup. I want the speed versus that DRS option. All right, now we can catch up to the rival. Get a couple places ahead. We'll have to pit, but that's expected. And we're going to go ahead and push them on into the pits. Make sure they stay out front. Try to get P6 out of this with worn tires. There we go. Now they may go ahead and pass us, but at least we're ahead of some of the slower ones. Now with the fresher tires, we can go ahead and start making our passes again. Just got to build up the power unit. All right, we got to get closer with Bierman because point wise, Rivals ahead of us now. So we got a lap and a half to make a difference here. See what we can do. If not, we'll still get the points for the sprint. There we go. Now we're get around some of these. Pit. And P10, now we're in the lead again. Final lap. Let's see if we can maintain P10. That's all we care about. It's going to be awful close. There we go. They had to pit. And we're running on very little tire, but should help us maintain the lead we have. 3 more corners and we got it. Go ahead and push on in. We did lose a spot, but we still got the win. So it helps the cash flow. All right, and that helped on the pit pass, and we just have to make 5 more points to get this Um, Sprint series done. Oof, 11:14. So they're gonna, and they drop flags, so they're probably, I would guess, could be 100% wrong, but I guess they're gonna probably have a series 11 or 12 driver, Verstappen or uh, Norris, something like that. Alonso, okay. And we're gonna go back to this setup that works pretty well, and I think we're gonna have to use uh, oh, some premium boost, which I can't stand, but here we'll use some those premium boosts I rarely use. Now Alonso on soft might be a challenge, but if we can get through this crowd, I think we'll be all right. Beerman's has got to get ahead of everyone else. That's it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and hold him back. And here comes Beerman passing the bot Alonso, or trying to. There he goes. Almost past three bots in one corner. Got the third one. Now he's going over to Sonoda. He's going to try to pass that one. There we go. Let's try to help him out a little bit around this corner. Get Antonelli, who did really good this last weekend at the Canadian GP. I was really glad he got that podium. 18 years old. All right, we got a safety car. We don't want to pit. We're going to go ahead and back up, build the power unit up. And at least looks like the rivals are not going to pit either. So that's good. We need these bots to move on up so we can move on up. Some of these tracks, the safety car just goes so fast, none of them can catch up. But we're getting there right now, it looks like. There we go. Looking good. And we're going to go ahead and go to neutral. We're going to get Bierman out first. Pushing. And then Bortolado, Dello, whatever. All right, Rival's going to pass us for P5, but we got him back. We're going to go ahead and hold P1 back. Keep pushing a little bit more, as we're going to run out of power unit here in just a second. See if we can get P3 so we can do the block. We can. And we're going to do this here. Let's go ahead and push. Looks like Rival decided to do the same thing we were going to do. Let's try to do the overcut, but that didn't quite work. It did all right. But that'll leave us a nice little gap in there so we don't double stack. All right. Let's go ahead and put them both to neutral. P1 should be going out now. And then we should be right on the tail of P3. And we are. and they went on mediums as well. So we'll see if we can catch up to them. They have DRS, but we can take the advantage of going on the corner, and they can't use DRS on the corner, or if they do, it's just not going to work real well. And we're going to build up our power unit again. See if we can get them on this corner here. We can't. Go ahead and pull back, build it back up. All right, lap 7 finishes up. We're on the final lap. We'll easily get those 5 points we needed for the finishing up the sprint series. Let's see if we can go ahead and get P2. It's going to be a little tough, but we're going to keep trying. Never give up. And we didn't get it, but that's all right. We got B3, 46 points. And if y'all notice, the ones that have been using DRS have not done as well in Series 9. It just doesn't work as well. And we got our extra trophy. And they used the rare Alonso. I'm not doing well guessing drivers tonight. So, and you'll see for Series 9, it's either Quantum or Gyro, Euro, however you want to pronounce it. And it's normally Power Lift, not Aeroblade. The other one, it's the other DRS one, the lower level one that you'll see. So just give you all a heads up if you're not in Series 9 yet. All right, so we got a P1 crate. Now, what we want to do is shut this series off because we're going to be done with the sprint races. So let's see if we can do this. What we need to do is go ahead and accept the crate. We can open the crate, and then immediately going to shut down the game, and then it doesn't start putting you into another series. So let's see if we can do this right. I haven't done it off the mirroring yet. So, okay, so we got that. And then what we're going to do is shut the game down. And then I'll come back over here, open the game back up. We'll see if this worked since it opens up. So, see, now it says let's duel. It's not because we shut it off before we went any further, then I'm not already into a new group. So, glad it actually worked. So let's look at the objectives. We got a few, I think. Yep. So this one was win races by beating the rivals. And then we'll start working on this one tomorrow during the qualifying. And then I just need 5 more this week for that. So not doing bad. We got 3,080. So we can go to the store and I can go ahead and get this crate opened and then should have enough by the end of the week to open up this platinum one. And I may or may not do this one. I really should, but it's boost versus is I got the coins, I got the drivers and everything. I just don't have the boost. So let's go ahead and open up this one here and see what we get. Exhale, that's that DRS one I was thinking of earlier for Series 9. You'll see that quite a bit. So that's what we got in that crate. And we still have 1,500, so we can definitely do uh, a 3 hour stint. Of course, you want to plan that accordingly where you got 3 hours or so left or available to play. So my teammate Tavo's finally gotten ahead of me. Normally I'm ahead, but that's good. All right. Well, that will end it for this evening. Once again, I won't beat a dead horse, but hit that like button, please. And I hope you all return. I will be out tomorrow doing qualifying much earlier in the day, and we'll go from there. So good luck if you're racing, and you can message me if you want and let me know if you have a channel, and I'll support your channel as well. Have a great GP.